everybody, welcome to another edition of Tips and Tricks. I'm joined today by General Manager Rachel Lineweber, and we're going to talk to you guys a little bit today about wet wading gear. It's obviously hot outside. Most everyone I know has put their waders away for the year, and we're wet wading. So we're pretty stoked on the variety of wet wading gear that's out there. Today we're going to specifically talk about boots and shoes, and we have a new product in the shop that Rachel's going to talk about a little bit. It's a company called Astral, and they're making a really cool kind of water shoe and crossover water shoe. Great for wet wading, kayaking, all that kind of stuff. So I'll give it over to Rachel. She's going to talk a little bit about the Astral line.
Yes, so Astral is well known in the whitewater kayaking world and kind of in water sports and rafting in general. They make a lot of really stellar life jackets, but they also have an awesome line of footwear that we just decided to bring in, since wet wading is a huge part of what we do every day and what our customers love. And they're a little bit different than your average wading shoe. So this is called the Brewer, which is a women's shoe, and I've actually been having all sorts of adventures in this shoe for about 2.5 years now. And I like it better than my Chacos, which I love the Chaco tan. I love wearing sandals, wet wading. But with these, you don't get grit inside your foot. And what's unique about them is the razor siping, which we'll get a close-up of later. But even though you can't see any grip in here, when you spread it, they're razor siped, which means water can get in. You have crazy grip in them, a lot better than your average wet wading shoe. We also have some men's shoes in too. We have the Brewer, which is just like the women's one. They look like a sneaker, but they have vents for water to flow in, flow out, mesh, and looks a little bit nicer than your average Walmart water shoe. And we have a couple other models as well. Again, another women's one and a men's one, which John is holding. So we are stoked. You can hike in these, you can climb all over slippery rocks, and you're not gonna go anywhere.
Yeah, that's awesome. I can't wait to try these. So a new line in the shop, Astral. Come on in and we'd be happy to throw them on your feet and see which one works for you, but they look really nice, very well constructed. I'm gonna jump over to some Sim stuff. A couple items that have been in Sim's line for a while. This is the new Riprap Sandal. This is a great wet wading option, especially if you like kind of that sandal feel in your wet wading. I personally don't. I like the enclosed. I don't want rocks and stuff going in there, but this is a very popular sandal. We got a ton of these. They also make them in the women's version, women's specific. So that cool little gray with the blue, aqua blue hits. Very stylish looking. And then we have the regular men's Riprap shoe, which is a little more my speed personally. It's got the mesh venting all over so water can come in and out. Really good grip. You can actually stud these and make them even more grippy. So drawstring closure and the neoprene tongue so that everything kind of sucks around your foot. And then my personal favorite, I've been in this boot for several years, the Intruder Boots. So this is a wet wading specific boot, Vibram sole. It's got the built-in cuff to keep things from going into your boot. Really bomber toe cap here, so hitting rocks and stuff. I like to fish places like Cheeseman a lot, and this is a perfect weapon. You can put these into the parking lot, hike in, wet wade all day, and hike out, and I'm comfortable. So a lot of offerings. Definitely if you haven't wet waded or you're looking to upgrade into the wet wading game, definitely come down. We got you covered. Great Father's Day presents too. So I'm super stoked on all of our wet wading gear. Yeah, come on down. We'd be happy to help you. Until next time, thanks for joining us on Tricks and Tips, and happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
You got this shit knocking though.